What's up, Think International? Jeff Morris here. We're at the church conference in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm here with Ed Young from Fellowship Church. How you doing, bro?
Doing great. Thank you. Thank you. Great to be here.
The following content is brought to you by the Church Conference, a Spirit Contemporary Pastors and Teams event hosted by the Church LV in Las Vegas, Nevada. Download exclusive free church leadership videos at thechurchconference.com/free.
Dude, you are the creative church guy, man. You're it. I mean, you have the huge conference, C3, all that. Now, within your creativity, where is the line between the risk and the reward?
That's a great question. You know, the Bible has to drive creativity, and I don't think we have to say to ourselves, okay, I gotta do better than I did last week. I gotta be more creative than I was last week. Sure. I think the bottom line is creativity is unique. Small tweaks take you to giant peaks. So sometimes the most simplistic thing is the most creative thing. And I think that it shouldn't be gimmicky or cheesy. It should be from the Bible, from God. Sure. But then He gives us freedom to create, and people are begging for creativity. God invented it, and people need it.
People need it for sure.
Yes.
How do you discern?
What's
what is over the line?
Okay, I think you have to create in team. Okay. You have to have teams around you, people that tell you the truth. We get most of our creative ideas obviously inspired by God, but around people, creative people. Everybody you know is a creative genius. So if you ask the right people the right questions, they'll give you the right answer. So before we do a creative element, we run that by a lot of people, so we critique before the event. So that helps you not do something that's like, man, you can't say that, or that's over the line. And I think most churches that sometimes step over the line are not asking the right people the right questions. So get involved in team creativity. Together, everyone adds more.
One more time.
Together, everyone adds more. Team. Yes.
Boom. Now, there's a lot of pastors out there that want to be creative.
Oh, yes.
But they have, they've got boundaries set up by boards and different stuff like that. How do they get past that?
You know, it's the small stuff. Small things. I think some of the most creative churches can be in even traditional sort of context. So whatever your context is, creativity emerges out of order. You don't create your way into order. You have order, and then you create. So I believe there's an advantage many times to even a traditional system in being creative, because your creativity even stands out more and more when you're moving in innovation.
It's awesome. Now, so many pastors out there, they see you, they know you, they know Fellowship Church, they know, man, that thing's huge, multi-campus, huge budget. You know, Shark Week, you have this giant shark on stage. Yeah, that's good for you, Ed, but what about us out there? Because they never saw that, 6 families and, and low salaries and all that stuff when it started. So how do you be creative on a budget?
Don't let your finances limit your creativity. Don't let your finances limit your imagination. I believe that a smaller, newer church has oftentimes a creative advantage over a church that's bigger. So you can be creative on a shoestring budget. It doesn't matter. And in a way, the bigger your budget is, the more people you have, it becomes a little bit more complex.
Right.
So I think begin right where you are, but don't let your finances keep away your imagination, because there's a lot of things you can do that cost nothing. They're highly, highly creative. And when you flow in that, it's amazing how people, again, going back to the team thing, will bring you ideas and bring you stuff and bring you visuals. For example, we did a series on dating. Well, we had this incredible car on stage. People were like, where'd you get that Maserati, Ferrari? We simply ask a bunch of people around the community, and you'd be surprised at how quickly people want to show off their cars, or people that have never been to your church will bring a car there. That's nothing. It costs $0.
Wow.
Something like that. Or one time I did a series on the fruits of the Spirit, and we handed out juicy fruit to everybody. Juicy fruit gum. It could be a zillion things. I'm getting ready to do an idea with coffee. I'm giving everybody in our church a coffee bean. One bean.
Wow.
I mean, how expensive is that?
Exactly.
So those are memorable things. So you don't have to have the lights. You don't have to have this or that. Just start where you are. And I'm telling you, God wants to do extraordinary things through ordinary people like you and me.
You have resources online for people.
Yes.
Where can they find those?
Go to creativepastors.com, creativepastors.com, and has all of our creative stuff. Use it. It's there for people to use. Put it through your creative calendar. God gave you eyes, plagiarize, take the stuff and use it. Books, we have all sorts of videos, roll-ins, all kinds of things.
So good. Hey, Ed.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Think International.
Let's do it. Think International.